Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Reserves Grand Final for 1992 Second Division in the Yarra Valley Mountain District Football League. We have Yarra Glen and Seville. Umpires are Gary Tippett and Bobby Blythe. Band umpires are Jay Anstey and B. Jocelyn. Goals are Kevin Anderson and A. Scar, and emergency is A. Cochran. And with me today is Merv. Good morning, Merv. How are you?
I'm fine, Ray, and it would have been even better if the rain hadn't come, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it was the under-18s was perfect. I think a little bit of rain, but the rain has come in, and it's a bit of a shame. But for this important game, I'm going to make a prediction this week. I'm going for Seville by 14 points. But I wouldn't be surprised if Yarra Glen got up and won though, Merv. We're ready for umpire Tippett. He's making sure the ground is clear, ready to begin this game. It's a reserves grand final. Be plenty of Jocelyn. Pushing and shoving before the game starts. Trying to get control. We're in the ruck now. It's Doran. But Yarra Glen get it down. And that's a free kick, must go to Seville for holding the man, and Bobby Blythe sees it that way and gives the free kick to Seville. That was Philpott. Philpott drives it down to the half-forward flank. The mark is spoiled. Ball hits the deck, no one can pick it up. It's a bit slippery in there, and Bobby Blythe says, I'll have a thanks, gentlemen. Unfortunately, the rain has come today because Bobby Blythe's a magnificent bouncer of the ball, and it's a disappointment that we've got to see him throw it up. Anyway, up she goes. No one can get it out. Ball's forced out by Yarra Glen. No one can pick it up. Tries to get the handball out. Seville in. Can't pick it up, but gets the handball. Goes towards the boundary line. Yarra Glen bloke taps it across. And the ball goes over the line out of bounds. Waiting for the boundary line to throw it in. It's a shame that we can't see Bobby bounce today, isn't it, Merv? Such a great bounce. He's got to throw it up. Today's a bit wet. He'll be disappointed.
Crying tears of blood, right?
Yes. Boundary umpire throws it in, up they go. There's one down there by Seville. Ball hits the deck. Everyone's got hands on it. And umpire Tippett says, I'll have a thanks, gentlemen. And we've got in the ruck Doran off Seville. Umpire Tippett says, I'll throw it up, thanks, gentlemen. He throws it up they go. Good ruck duel, one there by Yarra Glen. Umpire Tippett says, we free kick to Philpott. Helwood didn't have possession of the ball. It's Philpott now, looking towards the centre of the ground. He sends it up towards centre half forward. No one home at all. Ball just hits the deck. In they come now. Seville bloke can't pick it up. He tried. That was Allen. Allen gets it off the ground straight to Yarra Glen. Yarra Glen drive the ball back up, but there's Doran. He's in the way. Had trouble picking up it. Now controls it. Little right foot kick. Looking for a teammate. None forthcoming. Picked out there now by Seville. He drives it down and it's picked up by Ramage, and Ramage has kicked it through, and that's a good goal. No, he's missed it.
Hit the post, right?
Hit the post. Well, that's a shame that it's hit the post because that was a goal that Seville would have loved to have got. And Ramage come down from the seniors last year. We're waiting for Yarra Glen to bring the ball back in through Leach. Waiting for the ball to come back. Problem here at Warby Ground, sometimes they kick the ball a little bit too long and it goes in the river and it goes floating out of the way, Bobby. That'll be down at Yarra Junction, that ball.
Yeah, they collect them down there.
Yeah, they've got a net down there for practice. Anything that floats down. Yarra Junction pick up on the river and they use them for practice, Merv. They got a big net, I'm telling you, it's true. There's the emergency umpire Cockrell now throwing the ball back in. Waiting for Leach from Yarra Glen. Bring the ball back into play. He's got a lead on the other side, but it's not a very good kick, but he did pick it up, and that was a good pick up by Cameron. But he's scored play on. No one can pick it up now. It's Stacks on the mill. Umpire Blythe said there will be a free kick, and we'll go to Seville for in the back, and that's gone to Coombs. Not a bad player, this Coombs. Seen him a couple of times. Good forward player, good kick for goal. They'll be relying on him today. Coombs comes in. Looks like it could be a little bit offline. Doesn't make the distance. Up they go. It's picked up by Yarra Glen. Good handball over to his running teammate. He drives it up to the wing area. Up they go. A bit early before he sentences, but Yarra Glen take the ball. He balks around. Now gets the handball, but it's blocked there by Doran.
There's two kids on the ground there, Ray. There's two little kids about 4 or 5 years old just walking around the middle of the ground.
Come on, umpire.
The umpire's finally picked them
Now
up.
this is unbelievable. There's two little kids on the ground, right in the middle of the field. The umpire says, listen kids, I think you better get up. Umpire Tippett nearly fell over the top of it, mate, as he ran past.
You saw a dog on the ground, Ray, in the unders game, but I've never seen two little kids like that just standing there in the middle of the ground spectating.
Yeah, well, the kids have picked up the blue. They're still on there, still haven't gone under. Now there's a trainer there asking them to get out of the ground. And waiting for umpire Tippett now. He throws it up. Up they go. Yarra Glen win the tap out. That was through Lamb. Stacks on the mill. No one can get out now. It's forced out the back. And umpire Tippett says, I'll bounce it. Thanks, fellas. This is the second division reserves grand final, 1992. Up they go. Doran, good tap. Taps to a Yarra Glen player. He heads towards the boundary line and slides over and takes the ball out of bounds. That was Cameron from Yarra Glen. This is Doran and Lamb in the ruck. No one really wins it down. Goes to Seville player. He kicks it down to the half forward flank. Chasing after it now. Boundary line might beat them and does. And that was number 10, which is not in the book.
No, we haven't got 10 listed, Ray, so we'll just have to call him by number there.
Yep. The boundary umpire. Throw it in. Wayne Ware looks like he's going to take the ruck duel here. It's won by Wayne Ware. He's punched it out, but no one can pick it up. Yarra Glen first with the ball. They get the handball out. No one can take it. It's picked up by Seville. He can't control it. It's pretty slippery out there today. And he's forced the ball over the line and out of bounds. We'll wait for boundary umpire Joslin to throw it in. That's Doran in the ruck. No one really wins it out. Umpire's found a free kick for over the shoulder.
Brett Nelson, the captain.
Yep. This is Ellison. Nelson, sorry. He drives the ball. Nice looking drop punt kick. No one can mark the ball. It's punched away by Seville. Stacks on the mill. He's caught with it. And good decision. And we'll go to Seville, which is White. Darren White. Nice kick towards the centre of the ground. No one can mark. Was looking for Ware. No one can pick it up. Seville in front. Good bump there by Yarra Glen. Now he gets it away. It's hit out from the side. It's picked up there by Seville. Good handball. Another kick down and will be paid downfield. Yarra Glen not happy about that. And Bobby Bly says the mystery player can have it, number 10. Lining up the goals. It's a fair way out. A good 40 metres, 45 metres out from goal. I don't think he'll make the distance. And he's gone for a pass. There's a lead on there, it looks like, from... don't like the attention. That was Coombs. And 50 metres will be paid. And rightly so. Coombs said, I don't like the attention given here. The umpire agreed with him and says to the Yarra Glen bloke, come back on the mark. 50 metres, puts him right on the goal line. And this will bring up Seville's first goal. And it's straight through the middle. And good goal by Seville. And it'll take them to 1-1. The Yarra Glen yet to score. It's a good start. That's what they wanted, Merv.
Yes, it was very scrambling, Ray, after the unders game to the seconds game here. We've had a lot of rain. The ball's gotten very slippery and a very scrambly opening, but certainly the first goal is always important. And to get it from a free kick off a good lead and a good marker like that, they'd be very happy about that. That was 21 Brian Coombs, wasn't it?
Yeah, mate. He's good forward player, Coombs. I said before, they'll be looking for big things from him today.
Down goes the ball. Not a good bounce. Oh, crashing through there is player number 14. We haven't got him listed as well. We'll try and pick up the names of these unknown players shortly. Number 17 does 7 does a balk. Doug Cameron can't get it clear though. Comes out to the side. Yarra Glen pick it up. 18. Good tackling though. Mark Taylor it was. Picked it up. Oh, through they go. 16. Gary Lusk tries to get the ball clear. Finally a quick kick comes over towards player number 42. Shane Nichols gets the hands out off to 40. They're still moving it on very well. Oh, we heard the call over the top to Brett Nelson. Through he goes. Player number 20, the big fella's kicked a good goal. That was a good quick reply there. Brett Nelson, the captain of the Yarra Glen club, leading by example and putting a good quick goal. Good reply on the board to Yarra Glen.
Well, no, this is the football that Yarra Glen is renowned for. Their running past and handball. They've always got 3 or 4 running past all the time, and if Seville don't pick these players up, they could find themselves in trouble because they are a good running side, Yarra Glen, and that was a good goal by the captain, Brett Nelson. That was a good answer.
Certainly playing on the big Yarra Glen ground. They're used to the dry open spaces, and they did play that well. Tippett runs in, good bounce, good knock. Brett Nelson being held when he didn't have the ball. Player 13 there at the bottom of the pack for Seville, getting a lot of attention. Greg Allen it was, doesn't get a free kick, and Bobby Blythe moves in. He's going to ball it up. Right on the cricket pitch. They throw it in the air. It's very soft there, especially after the rain that we've just had. Up it goes, number 26, Paul Fleming, doing the ruck work. Down it comes Brett Nelson again, another possession. 16 running onto it, Ken Corkin. Loses possession though. Yarra Glen are running again, 55, runs his man under the ball, moves back. I don't think he'll get it before it goes out of bounds though. Brendan Smith that was, moving in, but it's out of bounds in the right forward pocket for Yarra Glen. The rain's gone, blue skies coming across, no wind advantage. You can see the flags put up by the league in the background there of all the clubs, hanging pretty limp. There's no wind advantage. So as the ground dries out, we'll get a real good game out of this now. Number 16, Ken Corkin, picks it up, kicks it around, nearly a Yarra Glen mark. I was just waiting to see if he got the second grab, he didn't. Spears in a short pass, good diving mark. Number 13, Greg Allen,
good mark.
Marks it just over the centre square. Spins around, doesn't waste any time, wants to get on with it. Spots a player out wide there, 37 that is, Darren Williams, can't make it. Kicks it off the ground, forces it down, it's in the forward area again, in they slide, players sliding around everywhere. Number 22, good pick up, he does a block, he can't get away with it though. Number 22, Gary Layden for the Seville club, couldn't make anything out of that, but there's been a holding the man decision paid.
Free kick to Coombs, mate.
It is, Coombs has got it again, third possession. He's kicked the last goal, kicked their only goal in fact. He's got it. I think he may be too far out with the slippery ball. He's going to put it right up there though. Big bomb into the forward line there. Oh, the big man at the back has 2 grabs, but touched off hands and through for a behind. That takes Seville to 1 goal, 2 points. As you were, 1 goal, 2 behinds, 8 points. And Yarra Glen, 1 goal, 6 points. Good lead out on the flank here by number 40. That's Dean Cameron. Looking to Dave Taylor. Gave him the lead out wide here, couldn't take it. Number 55 picks it up, paddles it out. Roy Sproul gets it as far as his other player. 50, Steve Dunn picks it up, spears it into the full forward. The defence is under pressure again. Bang, straight to his head. That's a free kick. I think that's Guy Mirabella out there. No, Glenn Moore. Glenn Moore, that is, number 9. Has got the resultant free kick. Spears it out, 42. Good lead there. Shane Nichols. Got a mark on the wing area, goes straight to the centre of the ground. I couldn't quite, oh yes, there's a player there. I couldn't quite see for the camera there, but he's picked it up, spears it out. The handball's becoming critical now. Brett Nelson, another possession, spots his man out there on the lead, 28 that was. Bruce Candle, obviously Keith Candle's brother. And they're playing it well. Number 40 moves in, Dean Cameron picks the ball up. Yarra Glen still got possession, playing good possession football, but they're not getting it forward now. The big left hook. One-on-one tussle. Oh, fingertip. Yeah, number 31's got a good mark. Darren White can't play on from a mark, young fella. He'll have to take it back. But Darren White there, a good mark in the last line of defence. One-on-one, side by side. Very good mark. Comes out here. Force forward, number 34. Good play. Bang, down they go. Number 17, Ian Philpott picks it up. Had a couple of touches already. Puts it to the big man. He only had eyes for the man though. Wayne Ware, the reserves second division best and fairest, picks the ball up, spears it out to number 37. Darren Williams picks it up, hands the ball out, and he couldn't make the handball. His Seville player, Yarra Glen picks it up, forces it out. I think it might have gone out of bounds on the full. and it will be taken by Seville on the far flank for Yarra Glen.
Waiting for Seville to bring it back into play. Now he does. Brings it back in, down towards the wing. Jostling there. Now umpire's found a free kick, and we'll go to Yarra Glen against Wayne Ware.
Cameron.
Goes to Cameron. Cameron now drives it up to the centre half forward area. Up they fly. It's knocked down by Seville's. Picked up quickly by Yarra Glen. And kicks it up towards the pocket, but it's going to beat Philpott over the line and out of bounds for a throw in. Umpire, boundary umpire Jocelyn. Throws it in, up they go. No one rings right. Picked up by Yarra Glen out the back of the pack, and he's hit the post. Well, that was a good pick up there from out of the pack by Yarra Glen. I just can't pick up who it was. And I'm not too sure, but it might have been Cantor. Anyway, Sam will bring it back into play. Goes to Layden. Layden drops it, but picks up as time. Now balks around his player, his opponent. Drives it up towards the centre of the ground, but it's Yarra Glen in the way. And Wayne Ware's there. Cameron takes the mark in front of Wayne Ware. And Cameron goes back looking for leads. None forthcoming, so he drives it straight up the ground, up the middle of the ground. Up they go. No one can take the mark. Several bloke flying through. It's picked up there by number 40 for Yarra Glen, but it's marked there by number 14, which we don't have a number. But Seville come out with it now, drive it up towards the centre of the ground, and that was really a good mark there to Yarra Glen, but it's picked up now by Seville. They drive it forward through Dunn. Ball's down the forward line now. Yarra Glen can't pick it up. The stacks on the mill, and umpire Blythe will come in and ball it up. Apologies if we don't know these players, but the names aren't in the book. Nothing we can do about it. Wayne Ware in the ruck. There's one out there by Yarra Glen. That's Nichols. It's picked up now by Yarra Glen. That's Mirabella.
Young.
51. Young, sorry, yep. He kicks it up. Seville now come out with it. Oh, poor kick. It's knocked forward then by Seville forward again. No one can pick it up. That looked like a bit of a throw. Let's see.
Flick pass, right? It was.
Quick flick pass. Umpire Blythe says, all over it, boys. And we'll throw it up. Yeah, it looked pretty rank to me, mate. Ready for the ruck duel now. Oh, up high was number 42 for Yarra Glen, which is Nichols. Ball comes down to Yarra Glen. They drive it up the half forward flank. Now it's picked up by Seville. They get the handball away, but no one can control it. And the free kick has been paid and will go to Seville. And it's going back. Doesn't know what to do with it. Now kicks it down to the wing area. Everyone jostling. Goes over the head of Wayne Ware. Now it's picked up by Nichols. Nichols gets a handball away. Yarra Glen in control. Goes over his head. A big fella for Seville. Tries to burst through the pack. Now he does. Gets the handball away. He's not mucking around. He's going, he knows one way. That's straight. Goes down to the half forward line. Seville trying to pick it up. They can't. Knocked out brilliantly there by Ramage. Ramage gets it across to Allen. Allen drives it up to the forward line. Up they fly. And that could be a mark. It's called play on though. Hits the deck. They all dive on top of it. And the umpire will come in and ball it up. It was pretty slick play by Ramage there out to Allen, I thought, move.
Well, all started by Fleming, Ray. He took himself on, he used his bolt and burst through 2 or 3 players and certainly made the play.
Hansen pulls Seville in the ruck. He's beaten by Nichols. No one can control it. Now it's picked up there by Seville, which is Williams. He drives it down. Oh, Ramage looks like he threw it too, but he's on the blind side of the umpire. He can't see him, he can't pay him. He goes over the line out of bounds. Boundary umpire throws it in. Seville bloke from behind gets the tap. Yarra Glen defending well, coming out towards Nichols. Nichols kicks it off the ground, goes to Ware. Ware can't control it, but dives on the ball, smothers it brilliantly. Says if I can't have it, no one can. It was well done by Wayne Ware. He made the mistake by not controlling it, but made sure that Yarra Glen didn't get away with it. But they go again now. Ware and Nichols. Ware gets a tap out. No one out the back. Now it's picked up by Seville. Goes out towards Ramage. Ramage knocking the ball cleverly. Then goes back out to Dunn. And Dunn has kicked it straight to Nelson. Nelson drives it out to the defensive flank side with a good mark taken there by Young. Young gets the handball out. Another handball by Glenn. That's good football. They're using the ball well. Don't know who number 8 is, but he got caught. And he's played hold on the man. Must have got rid of it first. Drives it straight across the ground, and he's looking for his player in Lusk. Lusk gets it across though, luckily. Goes out towards the wing area that Yarra Glen have brought out. Diving attempt by Yarra Glen. Didn't get his hands to the ball. Seville out in front. And it's good play there by number 36 for Seville, which is Brilly. And Brilly takes it over the line. Gets a pat on the bum from his teammate in Leyden. Ready to bring the ball back in. This is the big bloke from Seville, which is plenty. No one wins the tap. Comes out by Dunny. Taps it forward. It's forced over the line by Taylor from Yarra Glen. And Brilly. And we're waiting for umpire, boundary umpire, Anstey. Good throw by Anstey, up in the air. It's knocked out there forward by Williams. Now it's picked up by Leyden. Leyden drives down towards the centre half forward with a mystery player, number 10, taking the mark. Looking for a pass, comes off, can't get it, that's Coombs. Coombs didn't have it, looking for the free kick. Now lays the tackle. Waiting for the umpire's decision. He said might have been 2 there. Around the neck and hold the man, so he'll ball it up. Hanson in the ruck against Nickel. No one really wins it. They're all looking. He's kicked up off the ground there by Seville. Goes out to the pocket area. Ramage in there. Yarra Glen fighting hard. Gets the handball towards the boundary line. Doesn't go out. Now it does. It's forced out there by Johnson from Yarra Glen. Boundary umpire Anstey throwing the ball in. Big fella Anstey up against Nickel. Gets it down. It's picked up there by Philpott. Philpott gets it over to his teammate Williams, who drives the ball up to the forward line. Doesn't go out. It's picked up really well there by Yarra Glen. Out towards Ware. Ware can't mark. Dives on. Gets the handball out. Goes out towards number 10 of Seville. And what's he done? It looks like he might have kicked the goal. He has. And we're going to have to find out who this player is, I think, Merv. This number 10. Do you know who it is, Bobby?
I would never play that.
He's certainly been a lot of the play. He's had half a dozen touches already, and certainly kicking that goal is going to be prominent in the game. So
well, I'll whiz down a quarter time and I'll have a bit of a check around, mate.
You better go down, Ray. I don't got better. too well known down there after last week, I'm afraid. Anyway, Gary Tippett comes in, tries to bounce the ball. They might have to give that away and throw it up, I think. They're not getting any height or direction in it at all, but it's quickly down to within scoring distance for the Yarra Glen team. They're bustling in there for it, not giving away anything. Players diving in on top. Oh, the umpire's going to have to do something here to get the ball moving. The ground's drawing it out now. It's still a little bit greasy. Can't bounce it there. They're going to have to get this game moving, the umpires. Up they go, over the top, the big player, number 60, Wally Lamb, gets the knock, kicks it, is kicked down as far as where 28, Bruce Candle, takes a good mark. He's too far out with the greasy ball to kick this. When he kicks it, he'd have to be 45 metres out in the middle of that slight glue pot, puts the boot into it, long raking kick. Oh, nearly a good mark there by Yarra Glen, couldn't bring it down though. The Seville defence under pressure. Gets it out well and kicks it around. Oh, the player fell to the ground, nearly took a mark from the ground. Couldn't quite make it though. They're still bustling in there. Very scrambly play.
That was a good effort by Dunn, I thought, mate. He nearly took that, mate. He landed on the ground till he landed in his lap.
He did. He had a slip. He was lucky it actually landed right beside him there. Up the ball goes. Up they fly. Knocked down by the Seville.
That's done.
Ruckman, done. Ball fall into the ground. Oh, quick off the ground there. Goes to number 22, Gary Leyden. Up it goes though, it only goes as far as the Yarra Glen defence. Moving in there, number 2, Dave Taylor, does well to get possession. It's still moving on. Yarra Glen's getting plenty of possessions, but the defence of Seville is really standing up to the task at the moment. 14, we haven't got him listed as well, but we'll pick up that player's name as well at quarter time. 51 it is there, Barry Young kicks the ball down, got a good 50 metres in that kick, 35 swoops onto the ball. He's the fullback for Seville, is Ron Lanyon, and managed to kick it out to the far wing, where I think the Seville side would be rather happy if it went out of bounds but it hasn't. No, they've kept it in place. Swing it around. Number 20, Darren Sibley, takes the mark at the half-back flank. Swings it around onto the wing, looking for his captain coach there in Webb. He's out-bustled by Cameron. Had a few touches. Don't see the intelligence in that play, unfortunately. Decided to get it on quickly, but not very well. And the other Seville player is infringed and just throws the ball at his feet. So Bob Blythe decides to bring him back 50 metres for his trouble.
No, it was in the back there, move. It was a good decision, and it's bad discipline by Yarra Glen because he just picked up the ball, says, "Come on, umpire," and just throws it down, mate. It's bad football from Yarra Glen. He's told to go around on the mark. Can't go around.
Number 37 it is, Darren Williams, who's got the kick. Even with the advantage of that 50 metres, he's still too far out to kick the goal. So he goes into the pocket, looking for the lead from number 21. I think he's got it.
That's Coombs.
Fell to the ground. Brian Coombs already kicked a goal, had several touches.
He's a good footballer, this bloke, move. Good football.
He certainly put everything into this first quarter, which I think would have to have been going about 25 minutes. I'd say we're just about into time on. Kicks the ball up there. Plenty of red jumpers. Under pressure. Seville. Ooh, in they go again. They're certainly diving on this ball. Gary Tippett's given the man who dives on top of the ball every advantage. Out it goes to the far side there. Another mark to Yarra Glen. They want to settle it down. Kick it out of defence. 2 goals, 2 to 1 goal, so there's not much in this game. Very low scoring at this stage, very scrambly game. Tippett's picked out another free kick. He's going out there, it looks like, to Wayne Ware. Kicks it to the centre of the ground where 22's made good position. Gary Layden decides to play on, good running play. Handball over to 31, Darren White gets his kick away, but straight down, looks like Big Nelson in the way, it is. Out on his own there, kicks to the far side. Plenty of open spaces there for Yarra Glen, although he's going to make a mess of this. Oh dear, oh dear. Look, he did everything right there, decided to play, and I think it's 50 metres as well.
Yeah, well picked up, Bobby Blythe.
Well, it's all yours, Ray. I'm speechless here.
Well,
what a mess he made of that.
I mean, he had a chance to kick it over top. You said it. He had plenty of spaces to kick it to. Tries to run around the mark, and his net, mate. Silly football. Now it's going to cost him a goal. I mean, you know, it's just not on. And Williams, thank you very much. I reckon he might kick this. It's Williams. Finals football. Williams kicks it. That's no worries. That's a goal. But you got to admit, mate, finals football, you have to be disciplined. You must be disciplined. Drive the ball long. Don't try to be pretty, because it doesn't work in grand finals. You'll get caught every time. It's all right to look pretty when you're 10 goals in front.
I think if you pick up that Yarra Glen player, Ray, who decided to play on there, we better mark that goal down to him, I'm afraid.
Yes. No, I don't know who it was. I didn't see his number. But I'm sure he'll know who he is.
I'm just wondering if it's the
coach
that's coming off the ground now.
Coming off the ground now. I think it probably is. I think it is too, mate.
It wouldn't be a bad decision to drag him, unfortunately.
Well, it's bad luck, but, you know. Anyway, back to the game. Umpire Tippett's in there. Doran's back on the ball. Boundary umpire, as he says, there's an infringement against Yarra Glen. And Doran will take the ball. 48, Seville. Craig Doran, ready to drive down. He'll be looking down there for Coombs. It's a wobbly old sort of a kick. Only goes out the half-forward flank. It's punched away from Seville player by Yarra Glen. They're in front. He gets a tackle, but still goes on with it. And that's good play, but Clyde couldn't pick it up. And 46 for Yarra Glen, and that's Gibson. 40, sorry, which is Cameron. That was good play. This is Doran in the ruck again. One out there by Yarra Glen, but it's picked up there by Layden. Layden drives it down towards centre half-forward position. No one can take the mark. He's tackled brilliantly.
Good tackle.
And that was a mystery player, 10, was tackled brilliantly by 19, which is Donkin. He's the bloke that sells me my wood just incidentally. Donkin drives it up the half-forward flank. No one could take the mark. Yarra Glen were on top, did come out with it, just picked up there by Seville. It's still Yarra Glen, he handballs the ball over the top, and he's been paid the free kick. Now it's called play on. It's picked up by Yarra Glen, they drive it into a goal, and yes, thank you very much. They have kicked the goal right on the siren. I'll just try and grab his number. I can't see his number there. Merv might be able to grab it later on. Now that was a good answer from Yarra Glen right on the siren. And that takes the score to Seville 3 goals to 20. To Yarra Glen, waiting for the scoreboard. I'm pretty sure that's 2 straight goals. And it's anyone's game at the moment, Merv. They're both moving the ball pretty well, both making fundamental errors. I think that's due to the pressure of the grand final. And that was Freeman who kicked the goal there for Yarra Glen. That's his second goal, is it, Merv? Well, his first goal, sorry. They've only kicked 2 goals. And it's, to me, it just seems to be that both sides are a bit hesitant at the ball at the moment, mate. You know, nobody wants to make mistakes and go in and you know, take control of the game. They sort of just hanging back.
Typical grand final start, I think, Ray. Everyone was a little bit edgy and a little bit towing. It took them a while to find their feet. Certainly Yarra Glen, but certainly with that last goal, it's put them right back in the
I'm going to go down and find out who these players are. Seville in front, 3-2-20, Yarra Glen 2-1-13. Yarra Glen got a goal right on the siren, which was a big help to them. And we found out who the mystery players are too. Merv, number 10 is Gill for Seville, and 14 is Page, and for Yarra Glen number 8 is Peter Duff. So we're waiting for umpire Bly to come in to throw the ball up. We've got 26, which is Big Paul Fleming, in the ruck, and he'll be in the ruck against Shane Nichols from Yarra Glen. Shane Nichols has been rucking well too, Merv. He has, he's not a big man, but he's got a beautiful leap. Big Fleming there. Not a bad crowd in today. Pretty hard to find a park, as they tell me. There goes the siren. The rain has stopped. Umpire Bob Blythe. He's going to bounce it. Not a very good bounce. Goes down to Nichols. He taps it down to his rover. He can't pick it up. It's forced forward there by Seville, but Nelson, he has trouble even picking up. Wayne Ware comes in and says, I'll have a go. He can't do it. Still staying up in the middle. No one can really pick it up. It's forced down. It's kicked off the ground there by Yarra Glen. Now it's picked up. Handball which goes anywhere. Donkin's in there, and Donkin can't control it. And that's Donkin and Williams. Hands and knees. Umpire Tippett comes in, throws it up they go. Ware wins the tap out, goes down to number 10, which is Gill. Gill drives up towards Coombs in the forward pocket, but the ball beats Coombs over the line with the Yarra Glen player, which is Leach, and the boundary umpire will throw it in the forward pocket. Seville's attacking zone, in it comes, throws it in, up they go now. Nichols gets the tap out, no one can pick it up now. It's good hands there from Yarra Glen. Goes over to number 40. He got the handball away, but might have been a bit too late, says the umpire, and that was Cameron. And he's been penalised, and a free kick will go to Philpott. This is Philpott from Seville. He's going to drive this up towards Gill in the goal square. Up they go now, and Gill does take the mark. Used his body really well then against Moore. And took the mark in the forward pocket. He's on a pretty acute angle, no problems with the distance. I've got no fellow commentators here who are going to make a prediction. Fellas, what do you reckon? I reckon he'll kick this. No, they're quiet. They won't talk to me.
I'll tell you in a minute.
Thanks, Bob. Well, I reckon. Well, he's done a check side kick, as they call it.
I knew he'd miss it.
Umpire Henderson has let me down. So umpire Henderson there, goal umpire Henderson, signalling one behind. Which takes Seville to 3-3 to 2-1. This is the reserves second division grand final for 1992. The Yarra Valley Mountain District Football League. Young kid gives the ball back to the fullback. Moore. Funny old type drop punt. Kicks towards the centre of the ground. No one can mark. Nelson gets the handball out. Not there. Seville underneath it. He gets one in the back. That was Page. Full play on now. No one can pick it up. Comes out now to Yarra Glen. He gets the handball out towards Donkin. Donkin's chasing the ball. Well shepherded. Now picked up. Donkin gets the drop punt. Kicks down towards the half full flank. Up they go. No one can take the marks. Picked up there by 55, which is Sproul. And we'll get the free kick, I would say.
Glenn Allen.
No, it's Glenn Allen. Allen kicks towards the centre of the ground. No one there but Yarra Glen. Page, Gill tried to come on the top and spoil. It's on the ground. Yarra Glen get it out. He's tackled, never had the ball, and will get the free kick. And I'm pretty sure that's Lusk. Lusk now drives it down, sees the lead. Good pass, bad miss there by Yarra Glen. He should have marked that. He was out in front. Now it stacks on the mill. No one can get it out. Comes out to Seville. Seville, they get it out through a good handball. Comes out towards the flank. No one can control it. That was over the top. The umpire's called play on. Sproul can't pick it up. He's in there. There's Williams now. Williams taps it forward. Out to no one. Yarra Glen, good hands to Nelson. Nelson gets a wobbly old kick down the pocket. There's no one there. And this is Yarra Glen in Cameron. And he's hit the post. Wow. No talk there. What do you think of that one, mate? I mean, he's all on his own. He could have had a bounce, a cup of tea and a biscuit.
He was certainly unmarked there. It was poor checking by the Seville backman. There was no need for the player to be on his own like that at all. So had a free kick at goal, was unlucky to hit the post. Anyway, play goes on from the kick out. The umpire's going to have to come in balled up. You see there, Seville player number 15 is Craig Murphy. He was brought on in place of number 14, Page, who was taken off after that knock to the back that Ray called about a minute ago. He got a rather heavy knock into the kidney region and was taken straight from the field. I think he'll be all right though. Down it goes again there. Not much happening. Very scrambly. The Seville defence packing it up. And Blythe will come in and throw the ball up once again. Half forward flank, grandstand side for the Yarra Glen team. Up they go, number 60. Wally Lamb got his hands to it. Did well, but it comes down. Seville clears it from the back line. Setting themselves there. 52 doing a lot of bustling. Rob Sibbing. And the player on the ground, 52, has been awarded the free kick. 17 was held there. That's Ian Philpott. He'll get the free kick. No. Played it the other way. Apparently he's being held. He got rid of the ball. Donkin takes the kick. Oh, only eyes for the player there, the big fella, number 26. The play goes on. 25 comes in for Yarra Glen. Spoils at 10. That would just about be kicking in danger. He nearly got his head taken off there. But no, play on's the call. And umpire Tippett comes in to ball it up. Well, that was one of those where the player just decided to put his boot into it. It was off the ground and he had a fair belt at it and nearly took the player's head off there. Up it goes, Nelson doing the heavy work, gets it only as far as 37. Darren Williams turns around, kicks it, a skewy old punt. Oh, he was going to be met hard at all times. Now he gets one a little bit high.
That's Moore. He looks like Moore too, full back from Hawthorn.
He does a little. Showing your age there, Ray.
Oh, thanks.
Right, on goes the game. 3 blue jumpers there. They've got plenty of time to pick it up and kick it around. Darren Sibley, big high kick. 22 running onto it now. They've got players in space. Can he get it over to his teammate there, Darren?
Wide
kick for it, and he's kicked a good goal. So the build-up was there. They had it right from the side here. Good play around to Gary Layden. They're all helping each other out. There's plenty of blue jumpers.
Good hands there, mate. Didn't try to... the guy tackled him, waited until his teammate was running past at the time, got a nice handball out, and that's the name of the game. Didn't hurry the handball. They got a good handball across, and they got the just rewards from it.
That's 4 goals 3, 27 to 2 goals 2, 14. So a 2-goal break into the second quarter. We're into it by about 10 minutes at this stage. No decisive ruck knockout there. It's very scrambly once again in the middle. Ware tries to get it out. 48, who was Craig Doran, ends up getting it out. The kick goes down the field, but Yarra Glen defending staunchly. Manages to get his kick in. He's set up there. Wayne Ware comes in from behind. It was pinned to him, and then he gets one in the back. Oh, gee, a little bit unlucky there. We can see it pretty clearly from this side, but it must have been hard from where the umpire was standing. But he deemed that he dropped it. Oh, coming in. Beautiful mark there. I think it was player number 13, Glenn Allen. Has taken a very good mark. Puts it up into the centre of the ground there. Plenty of red jumpers again over the top. They did it too easily. Stage for it, number 22. Won't get anything out of that. Gary Layden.
was a bit worried.
Kicks it up forward there. Looking for the big fella. Doesn't come off, number 2. David Ramage picks it up. Kicks it down, but 22's fallen back under the flight of the ball. David Leach, and takes a good kick in the back pocket. Oh, he's kicked into Moore. But has time to butter up. Very, very fortunate there. Moore was looking the other way. Moore and the player from Yarra Glen just decided to mow down the pack. That's not on.
That's Doran, mate.
So Doran will get the advantage of this free kick right on the edge of the square. The wind sprung up, but it'd have to be worth a couple of goals going to the left of screen. So it'll be very interesting to see how they go.
Oh, I reckon he ducked his head there,
Not
mate.
at all, Ray.
No, you reckon?
Couldn't disagree more with you there.
Yeah,
the player had his head down going for the ball and nearly got it pulled off.
That's the beauty of our game.
Anyway, he takes the kick. Player number 18, Mark Taylor, right into the centre of the ground. No hands could bring it down there. 13, manages to break away. Glenn Allen kicks it out to his wingman out there. Manages to break through. There's plenty of reads on. Player number 22, Gary Layden, was definitely grabbed. He was going in for the ball, didn't take the mark. It was grabbed by the Yarra Glen player, so he's going to take the advantage of this kick. It'd have to be 45 metres out when he kicks, goes for the torpedo, and he gets onto it as well. Well done, Gary Layden.
I tell you what, mate, if Doug Royd wasn't proud of that, I'll go he.
Right, you're showing your age again, because we get some footballers that are playing at the moment, if you don't mind.
Sorry, mate. Full credit to the Seville bloke. Who was it, mate?
Gary Layden.
What a beautiful torpedo kick.
He just laid back. He didn't look as though he was going to get onto it, but it certainly just went right over and cleared the pack, and away they went.
It's a top goal by Seville. It takes into 5-3 to 2-2. With umpire Tippett now to coming in to bounce the ball. Up they go. It's Doran wins the tap out, goes down towards Nelson, but Ware taps it forward. Now it's picked up by Seville, which is Layden. But Layden drives up and Donkin does take the mark. Donkin, quick hands now, get to his teammate. He drives down towards the wing. Well, that's a good mark to Yarra Glen. And that'll go to Young. That's Young now going back, looking for a lead. No one at home but Seville. He says thank you very much. Quick hands over to Lily, 36. He drives up towards the centre, but number 7, which is Cameron, takes the mark. It's a handball to Nelson. Nelson now drives it down half-forward flank. Really a good mark there by Yarra Glen. Young kid, number 38. Couldn't quite control it. Stacks on the middle. The umpire will come and ball it up. That number 38, his name's not in the book, mate, but he is an under-18 player for Yarra Glen. I have seen him play in the under-18s. He's a good footballer. He's the captain. Up they go now. Taps one by Seville. Hits the deck. No one can pick it up. Everyone's on the ground. That's Williams. On the bottom of the deck. Comes up with the ball. Gives it to umpire Blythe. Nelson there. Cameron. Young. Up they go now. Doran wins the tap from Lamb. It's tapped back down by Seville. No one can get it out. Yarra Glen trying to force the ball forward. They can't get it out either. Lusk, he's on the bottom of the pack. Now it's picked up by Ware. Ware gets a hurried kick out of the pack. It's picked up there by Ramage. Ramage does a beautiful walk around. Left foot kick up towards centre half forward. Out comes Coombs. Coombs couldn't take the mark. He's met solidly though. And there's a free kick. And we'll go to Yarra Glen. He plays on quickly. That goes over towards Cameron. Cameron gets a left foot kick down towards the wing area. No, come from behind is Williams. He taps the ball down. But it's all Yarra Glen. 25. He couldn't pick it up. That was Wheaton. Goes to Seville. That's Allen. Allen gets a beautiful handball out towards Ware. But Ware gets a kick, goes straight up in the air. And it's marked. Corkin. Cameron can't mark. It's chipped in there from Yarra Glen, his teammate. Funny old left foot kick goes down towards Seville, which is Williams. He dives on the ball, but it's Yarra Glen who get it out. Towards on the wing area. Held. Bit of fighting on the ground for it. I think that's pretty sure that's number 40, which is Cameron. Comes out. No one can pick it up. Good tackle there from Seville. Bit of a scrambly play at the moment. This is Dawkin. He can't pick it up, but we'll get a free kick. To Seville. Corkin. Bringing it up now towards centre half forward. Up they go, the big fellas fly. It's more from behind, good punch away. Picked up by Williams. He's going to drive it over here towards Leach. Leach is running towards the ball. Now gets the handball. Sorry, it was Sibley. Sibley gets a terrible handball in. But now tries to make amends, Sibley. Pushing the ball forward to his teammate Murphy. Murphy picks it up, good hands. He's caught red-handed. Now it's got up on Yarra Glen to Donkin. Donkin looking. Good hands again over to his teammate, which is Lusk. Lusk gets it down, no one can mark. Now it's picked up there by Billy. Billy gets across to 31, which is White. No one can mark the ball. Donkin, Moore gets a kick down towards the wing area. Up they go. There's a good mark there from Seville. Goes to White. White drives it out towards Wayne Ware in the centre, who's on his own. He plays on straight away. He drives up the half-forward flank. looking for Ramage. Ramage cleverly knocks it back on the back, but Yarra Glen right on his tail. Now he breaks away with a left foot kick. Coombs got over his head, but Coombs will take the kick. And that was downfield against Yarra Glen, number 2, which is Taylor. And Coombs has the free kick. It's not a pretty acute angle. He'd be about 15-20 metres out. It's in the forward pocket. He missed the last time I said he'd kick at Coombs. Comes in now. And he hasn't kicked that one either, I don't think. I think that's a mark, and that's a good mark by Gill. I'll tell you what, he plays on. Oh, I tell you what, he just missed out there. Williams gives the ball back. Umpire Tippett just blew time on. Gill says, excuse me. Spectators there. Yeah, he plays on straight away, now kicks, but he's kicked that out of bounds on the full. He's on a pretty acute angle. He did find Williams there, but the umpire had blown time on just before he kicked it, or as he did. Anyway, it's Coombs on the mark, waiting for Leach to bring the ball back into play. Have to go back behind the mark with the scores. Seville 5-3 to Yarra Glen 2-2.
Just noticed Ray Dave Taylor, who gave away that downfield, has just been dragged, and he's been replaced by player number 37, which is Mark Burke for Yarra Glen.
Leach brings it in. Good mark there by, it looks like the ruckman. Coombs drops a sitter, but makes amends, gets on the right foot, and has hit the point post, which means it's out of bounds on the full, and more of Yarra Glen will take the resulting free kick. Moore brings it back in, down towards the half-back flank. Up they fly. No one can mark the ball. It's called play on, which is right. Lamb had it. He gets the handball over to his teammate in Young. Young drives it down the half-forward flank. Yarra Glen leading out. No one can control it. That's Corkin. Corkin dives in on the player. Stacks on the mill. Yarra Glen trying to push it out. Seville defending strongly. Now there's a handball being given out. Seville's trying to pick it up. They do. They can't control it. That was number 35, which is Lanyon. And his teammate, Bree. It's Yarra Glen. In attack now. Doran sort of gets tapped down. Snap shot there from Yarra Glen, but doesn't go anywhere. This is Corcoran. He can't control it. Sort of sits on the ball, but will get a free kick.
Someone decided to sit on him, Ray.
Yeah. That was 51 for Yarra Glen, which is Young. There's Corcoran asking for a lead. He's looking up towards Allen. Good use of the body there by Allen. Strong play. He plays on straight away, looking towards the centre of the ground. It goes over the head of Williams. Now it's picked up by Donkin. Donkin balks around a player. He heads for home. Up they go. Noah Marks picked out by the young fella. He has a shot for goal, but he's offline. And the ball is through for 1 point. Number 38. I haven't got his name. I know he's captain of the under-18s. Waiting. This is Dawkin, ready to put the ball in. He's looking across here to his teammate in Philpott. Philpott doesn't let him down and takes the mark. Now Philpott plays on, looking up towards Williams on the wing. Up goes Williams. He can't quite control the ball, and Nelson from behind defends well, and the ball rolls over the line and out of bounds. On the wing in front of the grandstand. Well, sort of a grandstand. Boundary umpire throws it in. Big fella knocks it down. Donkin picks up. He gets a funny sort of a handball across. It's picked up by Williams. Williams drives it towards centre half forward. That's a good mark there. He did play on Layden. Layden did play on. Now Moore. Moore gets the ball back down towards the wing area. Noah can mark the ball. Ware runs into a pack of players. Picked up by White. White gets a hurried kick away. Ramage couldn't mark the ball. Now it's picked up there by Taylor. Taylor can't get it. Now he's caught with a ball. That was a good tackle there by Dunn. Umpire's called play on. Now he's played hold on the ball, and the ball will go to Williams. No, it's not going to Williams. It's going to Dunn. Done funny old kick, bad kick. Young, he can't pick it up. Williams tries to smother it. Nelson gets heavily met there from the big fella, which is Hanson, but it's picked up there by Yarra Glen. He drives out towards the wing, no one home. And the ball beats the man, will go over the line and out of bounds. I can't pick up who kicked that ball. We'll pick him up later. Boundary umpire Jocelyn, ready to throw the ball back in. So again, goes right over the back of the pack to Young, but through there from Seville was Sibley. Sibley gets it up at Yarra Glen, defending strongly. Nelson now. Nelson gets a kick down towards the flank. Up they go. No one can mark the ball. It's called play on. This is good play. It's picked up by Seville. He gets a hurry kick up to the big fella, but Moore couldn't mark it. Now he gets it out. He's called out a throw, and the free kick will go to Moore. Goes Hanson. He plays on quickly to his teammate, but he's been called back. That was Waited. Moore now kicks towards the centre of the ground. Up they goes. No, Allen misses the mark. It's picked up there, but the big fella Tyson Yarra again bloke is a big grunt. No one can pick it up. Everyone's on stacks on the mill. That was 41. I'll pick up who that is. I don't think it's in the book again. This is Fleming. He doesn't win the tap out. The ball hits the deck. Now it's picked up by Ramage. He gives it across to his teammate who is caught. Philpott is caught red-handed. But the boy's going to call it back. There we go back, fella. Behind the mark.
Tackled him and didn't let him go.
Yeah. Oh, you'll see that on there. That decision was correct. And it's Philpott now. He gives a little short pass over to Ware. Ware plays on straight away. He's looking up towards Ramage. Ramage doesn't let him down. Plays on straight away. Kicks the ball up towards the pocket. But it's going to go over the head of Hanson and Moore and goes out of bounds on the full. And Moore will bring it back into play.
3 goals the difference. 5 goals 3 to 2. 2 goals 3. Seville leading. And I think that's Ware up there. Puts the big arms up and takes a good mark in the middle of that pack. Wayne Ware will be playing about 20 minutes at this stage, so about another 5 or 6 minutes to go. Yarra Glen defending staunchly, trying to stop Seville expanding on this 3-goal lead. Seville do have the win, but they're kicking up the hill. Yarra Glen now coming in, good mark there by Duncan. Kicks it down to the young fella there. Oh, good intelligent mark running back. He decides to play on. He's got legs. Away he goes. Kicks it in front of the players. They'll either mark it or it could go through. No, it didn't quite have the distance on it. But good intelligent football by the young player there from Yarra Glen.
Good defensive play by Corcoran, mate.
True.
He defended that ball well.
And it was just forced through for a minor score to Yarra Glen. So Yarra Glen not making any inroads on this 3-goal lead that Seville have. They want to kick a couple of goals in this last 5 minutes of this second quarter. Keep themselves in touch for the third quarter. Ring falls forward now. Very scrambling play. Players on hands and knees trying to get it out. Nobody can really get the ascendancy here. Still gets forced out. By Blythe letting it go. Play looked as though he grabbed a little bit low. It's still out to the side. 17 picks it up all of a sudden. Philpott, but it's stolen off him. Away they go, the Yarra Glen 2. Into the centre. Plenty of red jumpers there, but the little fella, number 15, who replaced Craig Murphy, who replaced Page earlier on the quarter, takes it a good mark. It's out there. They're looking for Ware again. They're relying on rather heavily out there on that wing area. He's right in the action. Can't get possession. Tumbles out again. The Yarra Glen players are just pushing it on desperately. They're still not making much ground though. Here's the Seville defence again. Ups it up to the forward position where we see Gill coming out. Lends a good shepherd, or a very good shepherd in fact. Too good a shepherd I think you might find.
Do you reckon that was on, mate?
Well, I don't like to criticise the umpire's ray, but it was a pretty legitimate sort of shepherd that he was laying on him.
He had
a
his
lot of
hands
attention and I thought he did have his hands out there at one stage, but the umpire's a lot closer and said that he had a handful of jumper as well. Anyway, the resultant free kicks there, whether we like it or not. Down it goes to the wing area on the far side.
We've played a good game.
And still Seville punch it up forwards. Number 22 going for the big leap there. Gary Layden couldn't get his hands on it. And 18 from Yarra Glen, Mark Taylor defends it out. Away it goes. We're on the far side on the wing area there. Up goes the Yarra Glen player. Good mark on the chest. Good solid steady mark. Can't pick up that player's number. Could be Dean Cameron.
Yeah, I think it is.
Comes around. Kicks the ball up to the centre half forward position. It clears the pack. More defence required by Seville. They get it, but only as far as The Yarra Glen player. Oh, it's on behind play, Ray. A few punches there being thrown by the big fella, number 26, Paul Fleming.
He tried to puzzle his way through the shepherds, mate. He was giving it a go.
He's doing a lot of bustling there. But it's down here now with player number 38. The young fella, as Ray mentioned, he thinks he's the captain of the under-18 side. Kicks it down at the centre square, but it tumbles off the hands of the pack, out to the side, and may be forced over by the Seville defence for a boundary throw-in. It is. Over in the forward pocket there, in front of the Yarra Glen supporters. As I said, about 22 minutes gone. Only 3 or 4 minutes left in this quarter, with Seville hanging on to this lead of 2 or 3 goals in what has been a very low-scoring affair so far. This looks a better approach though. Up they go. No, off the hands of the pack once again. The Seville defence stands up to it. They're up to the task at the moment. 34 leads out to it. Lindsay Foster paddles the ball around. Still the Yarra Glen defence is paddling around, but eventually Glen Allen for Seville pushes it over the boundary line, but there's been a free kick paid. The boundary umpire said that it was over and ran back to get the ball, but umpire Wise picked out a free kick, and it's going to
number 30.
Trying to pick him up with the glasses here. I won't matter too much because they're not scoring the behind, but I think that was 38, was it, Ray?
No, we haven't got a 38 there, mate. I'm not too sure who it is.
Very hard from this distance to pick him up. I'll pick him up shortly. 39, there we go. Yep. 39, who was John Galletti, who took that shot for goal, but only managed to get a rush behind off hands. There he goes again. He kicked it around, but
he's just got himself an all bounce on the full as well, mate.
Yeah, under pressure. Kicked it out on the full. So from the centre half, as you were, the half-back flank, grandstand side, Seville will repel yet another Yarra Glen attack. Big pack of players, very scrambling. Oh, a bit of a balk there, good play. Thinking about a bounce, but clears the pack. Up goes Moore. Couldn't do it in front of Alex Hansen. And down goes Alex Hansen from Moore. Good bump there. 22 kicks it. Gary Layden. Handball's over. And then that one looked in the back, but the umpires let it play on. Could have been a couple of free kicks here. Only gets it as far as the big fella. That's Fleming. Fleming wheels around onto the right foot. Sees the lead out there. Not a real good option. He's outnumbered out there. 2 red jumpers to 1, but he does well, Craig Murphy, to get his kick in. Very scrambly play. I think Yarra Glen's going to benefit from this free kick decision. Come up with the ball.
It's Cameron, I think, mate.
Could be Cameron on the far side there. Centres it.
Williams.
But yes, 37, Darren Williams was in position there. Gets the free kick. Out there to the far side to David Ramage. Had a few touches this quarter. Played a good game so far. Number 50 up over the top spoil as well. Steve Dunn comes down there. Gill trying hard. All of a sudden it spits out the side. Yarra Glen look good once they get this running play going, but they can't get it any penetration over the centre half forward line. Let's see how they go this time. Definitely a free kick in the back there to 34, Lindsay Foster. So Lindsay Foster from a good 40 metres out into this slight breeze is going to run out of time because it's right on the 25 minutes played. Going to have a go, gets onto a talk, doesn't look too bad, but it will fall well short. And the Yarra Glen just the same, well short at the present stage. They are 2 goals 5, 17, playing Seville 5 goals 3, 33. So it's a 16-point break at 3 goals. They got the goals early there. Yarra Glen in fact only 4 behinds that quarter to Seville 2 goals 1. And certainly those 2 goals that Seville got were enough to give them this handy break going into the half-time break.
I'll tell you what, but I reckon that Darren Williams is making a difference between the two sides for Seville, number 37, playing an absolute blinder game down there and roaming across the centre line. He's doing absolutely wonders. And I just feel that Seville just seem to me to be fighting for the ball just that little bit more at the moment than Yarra Glen. Yarra Glen try, but their defence is playing well, Seville. And I just think at this moment that Seville have the upper hand, and Wayne Ware will make sure, because this is his last game, and he won't want to go out with a loss, I can tell you. So I just think Seville have the upper hand at the moment. The back line's just playing too strong. They've got the running players down there. They've got Coombs at full forward, he's playing well. Corkin down the back line is playing really well there for Seville. But you can't take it away from Yarra Glen. They'll try. you know, their captain Nelson, he'll be spurring them on a bit and try and get Lusk and Cameron and a few of the boys. Moore's playing well at fullback. I mean, it's anyone's game, but at this stage I just think that Seville have the upper hand, and we'll find out after the half-time break, because that's when we'll be back. We'll see you then. We're ready to start. Third quarter of the second division reserves grand final, Yarra Glen versus Seville, with the scores at Seville 5-3-33 to Yarra Glen 2-5-17. And this will be the quarter that Yarra Glen has to fight back. Rain is absolutely teeming down here since the half-time break, and this will make conditions really slippery and wet. And it'll be the side in first will win the ball. And we're ready to start the game. We've got Doran in the ruck with Lamb. Up they go. Lamb gets a tap down to Nelson. He can't control it. Ball hits the deck. Umpires will be right on the free kicks now. And Wayne Ware says thank you very much. Went to play on. And umpire Tippett says you've got to be around on the mark. Go back and have your kick. He gets the handball. Goes out to Allen. Allen gets a left foot kick. Goes down the forward pocket. No one's there. Just goes. Ball just left. But there's a free kick to Yarra Glen. Now it's called play on. He kicks it out over towards the half-forward flank. In the race of the ball is Ramage. Ramage gets the handball. He gets it out to his teammate in Layden. He's played a good game. Layden drives it towards centre ground. In the back, no, umpire's called play on. It's picked up by Yarra Glen. He gets a handball to Moore. Moore gets another handball to Donkin. Donkin balks around a Seville player, drives it up towards the wing, up they go, and Allen couldn't take the mark. It's picked up there by number 39, there was a guy there before, which is Galletti. Galletti gets it across to his teammate in Nickel, and Nickel takes the mark. This is the ruckman. And that's it's in front of Brilly. This is Nickel, he's lining up, teaming rain still. Nickel kicks the ball, lands in the goal square off the hands, and goal umpire Scar says one behind. Waiting for Seville now to bring it back into play. Looks like Hanson. No, it's 31, which is White. White drives down towards Ware. He gets a hand, goes over his head. Kicked off the ground there by Seville. And kicked off the ground again. This is what's going to be the order of the day. A bit of soccer, I think. It's Moore. Moore's at the bottom of the pack. He tries to tap it out and does. Goes down towards the ground. Picked up by Seville. Good hands. Coombs couldn't control the ball and goes over the line and out of bounds for a throw-in Seville's forward pocket. Just the start of the third quarter. Seville doing most of the attacking. Spin up Yarra Glen's area once. Boundary umpire throws it in. It's the big fella Hanson. No one can win it. This is Williams. Slick handball. Goes to Philpott. Philpott can't control it. And takes the ball over the line and out of bounds. With the Yarra Glen bloke right on his hammer. Which is Wood. Up they go. Doran wins the tap down. Goes down to Philpott. Philpott gets the handball, but it just hits the players and goes over on. But it will be a free kick though. It will be paid to Ramage. Right on the flank. Ramage drives up to the forward pocket. Players jostling for the position to mark. No one can do that. Ball hits the deck. Yarra Glen bloke handballs it out desperation. Now it's picked up by Philpott. He gets a funny old kick in. But he was over the line when he kicked it. And the boundary umpire will throw it in. Seville's forward pocket area. So make conditions worse now. Plenty of rain. Up they go. Yarra Glen win it out. Goes to Williams. Williams gets a quick left foot kick. And it will stop there. The last line of defence by Yarra Glen, who forces it over the line and out of bounds. 5-3 to 2-6. Seville's favour. Boundary umpire throws it in the forward pocket. Up they go. Big punch by Moore. Goes down to the Yarra Glen player, who just Donkin, who just runs the ball across the line. That'll be a minor score to Seville. Yarra Glen bloke. Funny old punt kick brings him to play. Wayne Ware can't mark. Absolutely pouring rain now. Umpire's found a free kick, and that will go to Seville. I'm pretty sure that's Page. Page it is, drives the ball down. Couldn't mark the ball, the full pocket was Ware. Ware gets a funny handball out. The umpire's called throwing the ball against you, Wayne. And it will be a Yarra Glen free kick in the forward pocket. Kicks it in, up towards the half-back flag. It's the young bloke Edwards in front and takes the mark. He's done well since he's come on, Edwards. He gets the ball up towards the wing, goes over the head. Now it's marked there by Yarra Glen. He drives it up towards the half-forward flank. Out they come. No one can control the ball, and the ball beats White over the line and out of bounds with the Yarra Glen player, which is Galletti. And Galletti takes it out. Over to you, Merv.
I'll do you a favour, Ray. I'll do this side of the ground and you can commentate the other side, all right?
Okay, mate.
Manningham, I had the glasses on and then I couldn't make one player out from the other in the pouring rain. But the knock comes down, Seville defends staunchly. Good kick, actually, right down onto the wing area. Yarra Glen player put one hand down. No good one hand in these sort of conditions. They're appealing for a free kick. I think you would have to be the luckiest player out in the ground to get a free kick for holding the ball under these conditions. You must put yourself in first, as the Yarra Glen player did. Decides to centre it, bit of an up and under kick, hoping for someone for a mark, or at least to get the crumbs there. The big part's going to be played by the Rovers here, but it's flicked out there to Ramage, that is.
Ramage
Kicks
drives
the ball
it
down
up
very quickly.
No one can pick it up. Now it's picked up there by Gill. Gill drives on the left foot. Yarra Glen in defence, can't control it. They get out through a handball. They get the handball up towards Page. Page goes past him, goes past Ware, but Ware backs up. Now gets a little kick in. Finds no one. Yarra Glen bloke could have marked it. Stacks on the mill. Now comes out Page. He gets the handball. Kick straight up in the air. No one can mark it. Bully's there. Picked up by Ramage. Ramage gets a left foot kick. Out towards the flank area. Towards Ware. Ware picks it up. Cleverly done. Drives it up towards the pocket. Up they go. Coombs is in front and he will get the free kick over the shoulder. And he'll take the free kick.
To find that won't be Coombs,
No,
right?
it's
Because
Gill.
Coombs was just taken off the ground. He was actually carried off in that
right.
clash in the centre of the ground there. He was felled. It looks as though it could have
Gill.
been a...
That's Gill.
Yes.
Number 10. Sorry, mate.
So
You're right there.
Coombs is off the ground, which will be a big loss for Seville.
I reckon. He's kicked. 1 point. And I just noticed then too, mate, Durham went off the ground. And the big bloke Fleming's come on for exchange in the ruck. Can you see there, mate?
Yes.
Okay. Waiting for the ball to come back. Ball, full back for Yarra Glen. Ready to bring it in. He's going out towards the grandstand side of the ground. It's a funny old kick. In front is Ramage and will be paid a free kick. This is David Ramage. Over the shoulder. Might be a bit far out. Nice looking kick though. Up towards the pocket. A big pack flies. Yarra Glen spoiled each other there. Ball hits the deck. No one can control it with Donkin. He can't get it. Out towards Gill. And the ball beats them all and goes over the line. No, it's called play on, a free kick. Now it's Yarra Glen. Get it away. Goes up towards Young. Young gets it up towards the wing.
Well, he's got it on the wing now. Yarra Glen plays in front. 39 there. Bustling for the ball. John Galletti. It comes out and all of a sudden Yarra Glen are right into attack here. They're going for the mark, but it's very hard to handle the slippery ball there. Over the head he handballs it. No one in particular. 31 there is Darren White. Picks the ball up and away he goes. Clears it down to the centre of the ground. Yarra Glen player, 2 grabs there. Very good mark. Right in the centre of the ground. We'll pick his numbers at Wood. Peter Wood, 32. It is 2. Over the back of the pack. Seville defending once again. Kicks into his own man, I think. It's out there. 3 red jumpers on 1. They've got plenty of fellas there to help them, but it's buckled over the boundary line. Right on the forward flank for Yarra Glen. Yarra Glen being 3 goals down. Have got to make the most of their opportunities up forward. The rain has stopped. The sun's coming out, so this will do their running game all the better. Down it goes. Plenty of Seville players in there. Bustling for it. 36. Jason Briley. Can't make it means there. 22. Spears it out towards Briley again. He's putting his head down. Good side tackle there. Yarra Glen picked it up very well, number 19. Shane Donkin picks it up off the ground. Spears it out towards 38. Edwards running for the ball. The young fella goes down in that tackle there. two blue jumpers out there. One doing the shepherd, but it's been forced over the boundary line on the far side with the rain stopped and the sun coming out. So its visibility is a lot better than it was a couple of minutes ago. Very cold, very wet conditions. And certainly this isn't going to add to the spectacle of this game. It was a very scrambly game before half-time, but now with the rain it's made it all the harder for the players. It looked like we're out there taking what I thought would have been paid a mark under these conditions, but the umpire not agreeing and deciding to ball it up. Umpire Tippett on the far wing, throws the ball in the air. Ware moves in, doesn't get the knock. The Yarra Glen player gets the knockout, goes to ground, scrambles it across the boundary line and out of bounds on the far wing. No wind advantage, all the flags are hanging pretty limp on the far side there. So Yarra Glen with this 3-goal deficit and have to score a few goals shortly to put themselves right into this game. Out they go, player number 51, putting his body in well is Barry Young, manages to get a kick in up towards the forward flank. Heavy work done there by player 31, which is Darren White for Seville. And I think he's got the result of the free kick. He has put his body in front of that pack, been given the benefit of a free kick. With the sun shining down now, he goes for a torpedo punt, doesn't get onto it, gets right under it. I think that's Nelson, the captain. He has taken a good mark. Ooh, decides with the handball in these conditions, very courageous, but it comes off. And the Seville player kicks it down to Nelson. It's kick-to-kick footy here between Darren White and Brett Nelson. But the umpires picked out a free kick there. Player at the bottom of the pack, the Seville player, comes up, pulled the play on. Up it goes towards the other end of the square, centre half forward position. Very scrambly play here. A lot of players going in. Full play on advantage there by umpire Blythe. So up it comes. One-handed mark, not quite taken by Glenn Allen there. Gets his little kick in. Players on hands and knees scrambling. Yes, the umpires are just going to have to pick out the free kicks to keep this game going. Ian Philpot's going to be the recipient of this free kick. Plays on towards the centre of the ground, kicks it up towards the half forward position. Centre half forward, off hands to 22 is David Leach. Kicks it back from where it came, where the young fella Edwards tried to mark, couldn't bring it off though. 36 running in for the ball is Jason Briley again. Defending staunchly, jumps over one player, puts another Yarra Glen player down. Good defence by the backman of Seville there, and it was 35 in the end. Ron Lanyon that picked the ball up, cannoned it into a Yarra Glen player, off over the boundary line for a throw-in, right in front of the Warburton Social Club rooms on the far side there.
The Taj Mahal. Boundary umpire throws it and up they go. Yarra Glen, they win the tap, goes down to White. He can't pick it up. Stacks on the mill at the moment. Umpire will blow his whistle and come in and ball it up. Conditions very slippery now with the rain we've just had. Pretty heavy downpour. Sun's out now. This is Big Fleming in the ruck. Nickel gets it down to Yarra Glen. He gets a quick kick in. Good kick up towards the forward pocket. Noah can mark. There's Corkin at the back. Good defensive work. Left foot kick. Goes down towards White. White has the ball. He takes it off from Page. Page tries to kick it. Comes down to Yarra Glen. He has a quick shot goal. No one home. And it's marked there by Seville. They drive it back down towards the wing area. Seville player in front. The ball's heading towards the boundary line. Will beat Ramage. And the Yarra Glen player, Peter Wood, over the line and out of bounds. Waiting for the boundary umpire to throw the ball back in. Fleming in the ruck with Lamb. Lamb from behind, sort of gets a tap out, goes down. Now it's picked up here by Taylor. Taylor gets a kick off the ground, goes to Allen. Allen sort of gets a funny handball. Sproul gets it out, and it goes over the line, and it beats Lanyon. And out of bounds. On the half forward, between half forward flank and forward pocket. Seville, Yarra Glen's attacking, up they go. Fleming from behind comes Yarra Glen's teammate. Goes through the hands there of Seville player. But now it's kicked down towards Nelson. He can't mark the ball. Ware puts the tackle on. They get it away quickly. Lamb drives it up to the half forward flank. Noah can mark the ball. Goes down to Murphy. And Murphy flies over the boundary line. On the half forward flank, it was him and Nichols. Nichols and Fleming in the ruck. Goes to Yarra Glen player. He grabs it out, and there's more handballs here. It's taken there, but he's caught red-handed. That was Cantel. Falls to the ground. This is Brilly. Brilly taps it forward. No one can control it. It's hard. Nelson, Williams goes through them all. Now it's picked up by a Seville bloke. Ramage gets the handball, or a bit of a punch away. Now it's picked up here by Yarra Glen. He kicks it straight into Fleming. Goes down. Here's the big bloke Hanson. He's chasing over. It's good defensive play by Yarra Glen, who drives it towards the boundary line and beats Nelson over the line and out of bounds. Down on the half-forward flank area. Seville's attacking zone. 5-5 to 2-6. Scores will be hard to come by now. Lamb in a ruck. Not forward by Yarra Glen. No one can take it. Ramage. Left foot kick out towards Hanson. He can't get it. Donkin's there as well. It's picked up by Moore, but Donkin kicks it off the ground. And again, kicks it up. Picked up there by Edwards. This is a young fella. Edwards drives out the centre forward looking for Nichols, but it's punched away by White. Good play there by Seville. Seville get it out of through Brilly. Brilly drives it around towards his forward line. Nelson taps it forward but can't control it. Now he gets the handball out. No one can control it. Stacks on the mill. It's slippery as anything. And she's like a bar of soap, that ball at the moment.
I've called for the Super Sopper, Ray.
Supers, we need more than the Super Sopper here, mate. That's Wayne Ware at the bottom of the pack with Nichols. Be Fleming and Nichols. Up they go. No one wins it. Dives in hard is Taylor. Put his head down, bum up, and went in straight for the ball. Gets a pat on the from his teammate in Lusk. So well done, son.
An interesting comment made by the crowd there. Watch the big ruckman's foot. If you do watch it, Ray, it goes up to keep the other ruckman at bay.
That's right.
Very interesting tactics.
Up they go now. Lamb, he takes it, goes out to Lusk. Lusk on the bottom of the pack, can't get, now gets a tap out. He taps it out towards Philpott. Philpott gets his teammate with a handball down towards the wing area. Ball hard to handle. Picked up by Yarra Glen, which goes to number 28, which is Cantel. He can't get it across to Nelson. Ware has it. He knocks it forward. Williams is bustled out of the way. Nelson again. White. Funny old kick up off the ground. Goes to Donkin, who just taps it forward. No one can pick it up. This is really slippery, sliding football. This is not spectator stuff. It's a slog out there. Some worm burners, no worm burners out there, mate. I tell you what, up they go. Lamb can't win it. Goes to Fleming. He taps the ball forward. Taylor, bit of guts, well played. Philpott, he tries to handball it out. Now comes to Galletti. Galletti drives it up to the forward line. Beautiful kick and just scoops straight across the line. And boundary umpire Anstey says it's out of bounds and we'll throw it in. This is the third quarter of the grand final. 5-5 to 2-6. Boundary umpire Anstey's ready to throw the ball and he does. Fleming, Nichols, over the back is White. Goes straight down to Yarra Glen player who's tackled straight away. No one wants it. Fleming on the bottom of the pack. White, he grabs it. It's tripped up. Player on, still has it. Now it comes out to Lusk. Lusk drives the ball up to the forward line. No one there. It's knocked by Allen. And it goes over towards Murphy. It's Murphy chasing the Yarra Glen player. Murphy again goes over. Now it's picked up by Cameron, I think. I'm pretty sure that was Cameron. And it's got over line and out of bounds on the full. Not too sure who it was. 28, mate. That's Cantel, sorry. That was Cantel's shot. Goes over the line. And this is Corkin. And the ball back in the play. Says, I'm going to kick it down towards the flank, fellas. Brings it into play. Ware's there. Tries to knock it over the top. Picked up by Yarra Glen. That was Cantel. He's down on the bottom of the deck. He's trying hard. The boundary umpire, not the boundary umpire, Sausage. It's the field umpire. Says, I will ball it up, fellas. Up it goes now. Lamb wins the tap, goes really to no one. Yarra Glen bloke tries to get the handball out. That goes to Taylor. He gets a funny old kick there towards his teammate, which is number 34. But Seville get it out towards the centre. Ball goes down. No one can pick it up. This time it does. Good play there from Yarra Glen. Goes to Nelson. Nelson gets a kick over towards Lamb. Lamb gets the handball. Straight to the Seville bloke. And even he couldn't control. He was that shocked. Now it's picked up by Cantel. Cantel drives out towards the half-forward flank with Corkins in the way. He gets a funny old hand pass, and the umpire says it was a funny old hand pass, and it will be paid against you. And we'll go to Yarra Glen. No one knows who's got the kick. They're sorting themselves out. Yarra Glen now drive it up towards the forward line. No one there. This is Williams. Played a great game. Williams drives it back towards the centre. In the way is Yarra Glen. They drive it back up towards the forward line. And there's a good mark taken by Smith. There's a Smith in front of Williams. He's taken the mark. I think he might be a bit far out though, Merv. Do you think so, in the wet conditions?
I don't know, Ray. The ball's still light. This is the glory of these yellow balls, even though it's a little bit wet. It's not muddy out there, so the ball's still light. We saw a young fellow in front of the commentary position get onto a kick before and kick it 40, 45 metres, so he may be a little bit too far out, but certainly he's going to get good distance with the ball.
Well, Merv reckons he's going to kick it. Well, it's a bit of a... Well, it's not a bad kick. Edwards picks it up, but puts it down again when he saw the play. Williams heads forward to the boundary line and knocks it over the line and out of bounds.
In my own defence, if he had gotten onto that, I'm sure he could have kicked it.
Well, I agree with you.
He certainly didn't get onto it, and there was a bit of a...
I think it's a psychological thing too.
Anyway, the boundary umpire to throw it in now. All the heavy work being done by the big fella Fleming there. We're right up over the top, knocks it down in front. Oh, he's just waiting to see if he caught his head on the post there. He was sliding that far. Was young Dave Taylor, but just pulled up in time. Another boundary throw in. Big fella from Seville looking around. He's got two of them to beat this time. Taylor puts his body in well, manages to tap it on. Must tap it on at all costs here. And over the boundary line it goes again.
I tell you what, there's no worries about that Gary Williams. He's always at the bottom of the pack, mate.
Been playing about 17 minutes now, about 5 or 6 minutes to go to the end of this quarter. Picked up by 31 there. Darren White kicks it downfield, but only goes as far as David Leach on the wing position. Wants to get onto it, puts it up, big roost. No one's going to mark it, but it's up to the Crummers to do something about it. Dave Taylor, yeah, he's definitely played holding the man there. Had the ball going, so he was dispossessed, and they kept hanging on to him, so it was holding the man. On he goes. It's good distance. Oh, a lot of bustling at the back there by young Edwards.
Yep.
Young Edwards, and managed to kick it through for a behind, which under the circumstances gives them 2 behinds for the quarter to 2 behinds for Seville. So this lead of 3 goals, built up by Yarra Glen in the first half, looking unsurmountable at this. Built up by Seville in the first half, certainly looking unsurmountable at this stage anyway. Round goes Yarra Glen. No, they're still peppering away there, but Wayne Ware's in the road, pushes the player off that wanted to take him on, and goes for the big kick down to 3 red jumpers where Brett Nelson takes the mark. Probably been Yarra Glen's best player so far. Sees the lead on, and it's a good lead too. I think that's 28 in the middle there. Bruce Cantle, been mentioned recently, playing a good quarter. Going to go for the big roost. Not a bad idea. See if he can clear the pack. Oh, young Edwards doing lots of pushing at the back. I think he's kicked the goal. He has. Good play. Good play, yes. Made the most of his opportunities there. He had 2 Seville players in front of him, fell behind him, gave a little push out, managed to get behind the back of the pack and then kicked it off the ground for a goal. So
clever football there, mate. He
very
knew
clever.
the umpire wasn't there, just gave a little bit of a push. Not enough to make it foreseeable. Say, hey, look at this. He just did it nicely, just hung back and got a goal. It's good effort from the under-18 captain, I think.
Yes, well, certainly the umpire wasn't in the position that we were to see exactly what he was doing there, but from here, considering the fact that he did it on the blind side of the umpire, it was good play. Away go Yarra Glen again. They've got their tails up. They all of a sudden realised that goals are able to be scored even under these conditions, so they're peppering it forward again. Seville defence is going to be under attack now, under plenty of pressure. Yarra Glen, hopefully in the last, I would say, 5 minutes of this quarter, is going to make the most of their opportunities here. Thrown in by the boundary umpire out the back. Scooped along, number 22 for Seville. They're getting a bit of a push along there for his troubles, and everyone's sliding around. Number 21, the fresh player on the field, Brett Edwards, picks it up, kicks a good kick. So if it hits the ground, it'll skid, but it only gets as far as Ken Corkin there. Size to play on, good effort. Puts the ball up there. Number 2 stands his down, takes a good mark. David Ramage. Tries to play it onto the wing. He's got the fresh player here leading for the ball. Ooh, made a good effort there. but certainly a good effort by the...
You see the crowd go back. They went across the boundary line, though. A big spray of water. I've never seen that crowd turn back.
The crowd getting involved in the game now as well. In it comes. Brett Nelson calling for it. Does the right thing and handballs it the way of his team. But it's Ramage again. Picks the ball up. Big kick down. Moore comes in. Spoils the pack. Off hands the Yarra Glen player fighting for it. Ian Philpott's in there as well for the Seville team. Up over the top he goes. Gets away. Useful handball. Down towards Wherry. They're calling for it. Number 20's there. Darren Sibley. Seville looking good here. They're moving the ball on well. They've got plenty of possessions there, but it's all been nullified by the fact that Yarra Glen pick it up and put it back out onto the wing position where players are fighting for it, and umpire Tippett comes in to ball the ball up. So that extra goal just scored by Yarra Glen, the only one since half time. Certainly added a bit of life into what has been a real slog throughout this third quarter. Ian Philpott there gets a possession. Kicks it high and long, but coming out, and good play to play on. It's the Yarra Glen player. I think that was Doug Cameron. Kicks it around towards the wing where it's going to be forced out and over the line for a boundary throw in. So good defensive play there. The only thing to do in conditions like this is to get the ball and boot it as hard and as far as you can and hope that it hits the ground and skids on for an extra 10 or 15 metres. 48 in for the ball there. Craig Doran. Nothing forthcoming.
He's pretty slippery out there, mate, I tell you what.
Very slippery. The umpires are going to have to be on their mettle. They're going to have to start pulling out the free kicks to keep the game flowing, otherwise it'll turn into a real scramble. Up it goes again. Quite a decisive knock down to Ramage there. Good knock from the ruckman. And there goes the siren for three-quarter time with the scoreboard reading at this stage 5 goals 5, 35 to Seville, so they kicked 2 behinds only that quarter to 3 goals 7. 25 Yarra Glen, so Yarra Glen kicked 1 goal and 2 points. Done enough, Ray, or not?
Yes, well, I did tip Seville to win the game, I think, by 14 points. They're 10 points in front, and I think that they'll hold out well, Seville. I mean, it's only 1 goal scored that quarter, but I felt Seville a bit unlucky. They may have got a goal, maybe 2 goals there they just missed out on. But Yarra Glen, to their credit, they fought hard. They're not going to give it in, especially a grand final, where no one gives that in. But I think Seville, they've got the end downhill. I don't know whether it's a psychological advantage or not, but I think that Seville will come home in the last quarter and take this one out. But who knows? Yarra Glen could get up and win it. And if they do, it's a credit to them as well. Anyway, we'll be back for the last quarter of the 1992 Second Division Reserve Grand Final. The last quarter, Second Division Reserves Grand Final, Yarra Glen versus Seville, with Seville in front 5-5-35 to 3-7-25. 10 points the difference. Anyone's game. If Yarra Glen won it, it's there for the taking, but can Seville hold on to this 10-point lead and win the grand final? We're waiting for umpire Bob Blythe to throw it up. Won't be no bouncing done today. Umpire Blythe ready to come in. There's big Doran in the ruck there. It's Lamb. Lamb gets the tap out. Goes to the Seville player, gets a hurried kick in. No one can pick it up. Stacks on the mill. Page is in there, he's tried. There's Philpott. Philpott has it now. Comes out, left foot kick, it's smothered. Yarra Glen boy, he can't get rid of it. Stacks on the mill, there's a hurried kick out, goes to no one. Philpott. He looks twice, ball's handballed out. Comes out to Brilly. Brilly drives it out towards the wing area and just goes across the line and beats Gill and Whitten over the boundary line. Boundary umpire Johnson throws it in. Wayne Ware in the ruck, up against Lamb. Ware gets tapped out, goes down towards Layden. Layden tries to kick, is pulled off the ball. No one wants it. It's the handball. Waiting, hits it back. That's Lusk. Lusk tries to drive it forward. Doran's at the bottom of the pack, the ruckman. And Donkin picks the ball up, ready to take off, but the umpire has blown the whistle. Umpire Blight. And yeah, Bob throws it up. Up they go. Lamb wins the tap out. Goes straight down towards Seville. He breaks the tackle that has gone over the line, and that is Philpott. He looks back and says, oh well, yep, he was right. Good call there by boundary umpire Jocelyn. Lamb. Doran sort of wins the tap. Goes down towards Layden, who will get the free kick. He was in for the ball first. Nelson gives it back. Layden looking now up towards centre half, boys, looking for Ware. Ware takes an excellent mark for the conditions. That was a really good mark. He's telling these players to get back off the mark. That's Young. Now Ware drives it up towards the flank area. No one can mark it. That's Hansen. Falls to the ground. In comes the little fella, which is Ramage. He's brilliantly tackled there by Yarra Glen. And the ball will go over line and out of bounds. And the throw in. Anstey throws it in. This is Big Hansen. Lamb's way from behind. It's picked up by Seville. Kicks across the face of goal towards the other pocket where Coombs, I think it's Coombs. Or it's, no, it's not Coombs, it's Gill. Is Coombs back on moving?
No, mate, no.
He's still
I haven't seen him come back on the ground after he was injured halfway through the third quarter.
This is Gill now. He's going to do the ruck move against Lamb. Ball goes over the heads. Donkin has it. Williams comes down the top. Picked up by Yarra Glen now. They drive down towards the wing area. No one has the ball. That's Allen. Allen gets it out to his teammate. Brittle's there. White gets a funny old kick. It's going to be one of those days today, boys. They're going to pick it up at home. Edwards gets the handball. Gets out towards Murphy. Murphy's tackled. White comes bursting through the pack and cops one too high and tells the Oregon bloke too. Listen, son, keep him down. This is White. Edwards comes in to smother. White gets a beautiful kick away. Over the top. And that is Ramage. And Ramage will take the free kick. Like I said, like you said before, mate, if you're in front in these conditions, it's got to help. Up they go. Ramage kicks the ball up towards Hansen. He can't mark. Moore's in there. It's kicked off the ground there from Seville, which is done. And the ball goes through for a point. Well, that could have been a goal that could have sealed it, mate.
Oh, definitely, Ray, yes. The next goal will either seal it or bring Yarra Glen right back into it, depending on who kicks it, of course.
Who kicks it in now, Yarra Glen. Up towards the pack. No one can get it. Goes down towards Sibley. Sibley gets the ball over towards Dunn. Dunn gets a little kick in. No one can get it. Goes through their hands of Yarra Glen and goes through the behinds for a point. Which takes 7 to 5, 6 to 3, 7. In front. Yarra Glen bring the ball back in. Nice kick. Ware can't mark it. Hits the deck. This is Corcoran. Gets the handball back to Allen. Allen gets a right foot kick up, looking towards Williams. Williams is ridden into the ground. Now it's called play on, picked up by Ramage, and Ramage says, I'll kick it, son, and has put it through for a goal. Now that's a goal that Seville really needed. This will make the task for Yarra Glen a little bit harder. And that takes them to 6-5 to 3-7. What do you think about that one move?
Yeah, well, that was good umpiring, Ray. The free kick was definitely on there. Bob Blythe was quick to pick it up, made the advantage, and the Seville team, I'm sure, kicked the goal out of what wouldn't have been a goal from where the player was going to take the kick. So good, positive umpiring, made something out of nothing there. And this is what the umpires have to do. They have to keep this ball moving, and super stuff there by Bob Blythe. Wary in the middle of the ground, picks it up, gets it out to Ramage. Played a great game. Probably one of the best players on the ground, Ray, I think. He's been in everything. Gets it out there to the backman who kicks it out to the far side. All the handball's working. Everything's going well there. Wayne Ware kicks a big kick up there. Looked to be held on there more. No free kick coming though. The big man goes to ground. Tries to get his feet. That's Alex Hansen. Can't get up there. All of a sudden Seville are on fire. They're getting a lot of possessions. Yarra Glen defending staunchly. Can't do much with it though. And it gets forced out of bounds in the forward pocket on the far side. I think you'll find that scoreboard wrong. It should be 3 straight goals of difference now. Seville have kicked 2 points as well. Right, so we're 3 straight goals of difference now. Oh, number 10 there decided to kick it Gill out of mid-air, but it's marked by the backman. I think we marked him as Cameron. Doug Cameron, it is number 7, played a good serviceable game in defence.
Philpott, mate.
Philpott, was it? Beg your pardon.
No, this now's got it.
I beg your pardon, yes, it was Cameron. Down to Philpott from Seville. Fred Nelson tried hard and led his team well all day. Still trying. That's a good kick. He's going to hit the ground and run. There's two blue jumpers out there to 1 Yarra Glen. No, and he got pinged just at the last minute. Good play because it put him right under pressure and it forced the ball out on the full. So it was good play there by player number 28, Bruce Candle. Played a good game as well. Up goes the pack. You can't expect a mark, so the Rovers have got to be down at the bottom looking for the crumbs. And there's one of them. Kicks it off. Number 21 kicks it through. Brett Edwards appealing for holding the ball decision or going in hard there. 36 get bundled out of it. Jason Briley is still scrambling along there. The umpire must pick out a free kick. They must look for something here to get the ball moving. He decides on a ball up. Players getting tired. Yarra Glen fellas, hands on hips now. They're getting a little bit dejected. They might see this 3-goal lead as too much to overcome, I'm afraid, at this stage. The ball held to that Yarra Glen player. He couldn't get rid of it. Spinning out of the pack was Darren White. But can't get the ball forward at all. And it goes over the boundary line again. We've played about 10 minutes into this final quarter. Got 15, 16 minutes to go. Only time on for scores in the reserves finals. So Yarra Glen have got to get a goal every 5 minutes. And here's one of them. Brett Nelson's been leading well all day. Well, if it hits the ground, it could go through. I think it was Edwards has kicked it off. Oh, my God. Oh, a comedy of errors there. I think if he hadn't touched it at all, it may have slipped through. I think it did come off hands, dropped to the goal line, kept skidding along, and obviously over the goal line before it could get his boot to it, so it was signalled as a rushed point. But that was certainly super play by Nelson, and it looked exactly what the Yarra Glen team were after there. Had it gone through, it might have sparked them on again. From that behind, it gets kicked out. Umpire Blythe throws the ball in the air. Big pack of players. I can't see it coming out of there too easily unless it's a free kick. Oh, as I say, out it comes. The Seville player trying to pick it up. Can't do it under plenty of pressure. A snap over his left-hand shoulder with the right foot. Trickles down and goes out of bounds in the forward pocket. Edwards again it was. Played a serviceable game, the young fella. Been handy in around the forward area. There's a Yarra Glen player down the centre of the ground there. Hurt his leg. Still they try to get it out. Over his head is Ken Corkin. Played a good game as well for Seville.
Yeah, he's played well, mate. Played well.
There's the young Yarra Glen player. Being carried from the ground. I think it's a leg injury that he was complaining about when he was on the ground there.
I think it's waterlogged.
The leg's waterlogged, okay, fair comment, yes. Yes, you might be right there. Nevertheless, it leaves Yarra Glen one short until they can get the new player onto the ground. Preparing to come on as 39. John Galletti. He's going to have to get straight on the ground and straight into the action. Get the numbers up there to get Yarra Glen back into this game if they can. Scrambly play. Umpire's doing as he should, picking out all the free kicks under these conditions. Going to go to a Yarra Glen player. John Galletti moves onto the ground and down towards where the action's going to be.
That's it, back there.
I was about to say, it's anybody's guess who kicked that, Ray, but it was snapped out of the pack by Yarra Glen. And it's just the luck of the draw. It went through behind. If it had been a goal, it might have been a different story. Wayne Ware in defence.
Now this tells a bit of a story. Wayne Ware kicking out, mate.
Well, I think he
listen, fellas, we're going defensive.
He certainly understands what's required, and it's all defence at the moment for Seville as they run it around the wing area. They're playing well into attack, and Gill takes a very good mark. Plays the ball on. Unfortunately, it's gone off the side of his boot and out. But
I think someone in the Taj Mahal call for that, mate.
That was certainly the slickest passage of play we've seen for about a quarter and a half since the rains came, and moved the ball very quickly down there. It's Moore from the back line. Played a good game in defence. Kicks it out there, an easy mark drop, but then again I suppose none of them were easy marks, are they? Yarra Glen player there looked to get one high, and the umpire agrees, so he's going to go back and have his kick. He plays on, he hears a call. Good movement, runs his 14 metres, kicks, hoping that it'll hit the ground and skid on, which it does. The Yarra Glen player's in position there to do something with it. 31.
Oh, well
jumps
played.
The ball. Darren White, done well all day. Done well all day. Kicks
Looks
up
like
to his
played well.
teammate Gary Layden.
Played a good game.
Up it goes. Not a bad kick. Gill puts himself in, couldn't hold it. Taps it back intelligently, but no one's there. Number 19 picks it up.
Duncan.
That's Duncan. Still bustling. Good side butt there by Gill. I've got the numbers there. They're trying hard or else. Up he goes. He's kicked it down. Done well. Nice long kick. 2 blue jumpers. They've got the numbers. Oh, taken out there well by the Yarra Glen player though. He put him right out of action. He's got the ball underneath him, so he wrapped it up. Beat the 2 of them and did well. Approaching the 15-minute mark. 10 minutes to go. Time certainly running out for Yarra Glen to make amends on this first half lead that was built up by Seville. Big man from Seville gets the knockout. No rovers there though. Yarra Glen players fighting hard. 31 and 20 in there. Darren Sibley, Darren White trying to make the most of the very limited opportunities that they have in this game. And it comes. No decisive knockout. The Yarra Glen player sharks it from the bottom of the pack. All in there trying hard. Out it comes. Good play. Head for the boundary line. Player number 15.
Corkin have got that out, mate. Played well.
Craig Murphy puts it out for a boundary thrown right in front of the big crowd that's building up here for the senior game. Out the back 39, the fresh player on the field. Gets a supper off. Goes down to 21, Brett Edwards. Manages to kick it down, and we've got a good mark taken. Well, it'll only be about 20 metres out from goal. We'll pick up his number when he turns around.
Young Edwards.
Young Edwards, you can pick him from here, can't you, Ray? Young slender fella. Played in that position all day and done well.
Got a lot of potential, this kid, mate. I think he'll go a long way.
He's kicked 1 goal. They've only kicked 3. Lining up. He's a right footer. I was about to say, it doesn't look a bad shot. It's actually hit the back of the goal post there. So if it had been on any other ground with normal goal post, I think you'll find he may have even kicked that one, but it only went through for a behind.
Well, Wayne Ware, full back, kicks in, looking for a teammate. Absolutely bypasses everyone, hits the deck. Now it's picked up by Yarra Glen. They get a left foot kick in down. But in defence is Seville. They take the mark. Your guess is good as mine who that is. Way out the other side of the ground. He kicks it up. No one can take the mark. Hits the deck. Stacks on the mill. Boots looks like Corporal across the line and out of bounce. Go now, Pyle will throw it in. Throws it in now. Up they goes Doran. Sort of wins the tap out. Goes to Yarra Glen player. He's pinned straight away. Didn't have a chance to get rid of. That was Ramage. And Pipeline said, I'll ball it up. Balls it up now. They go. No one really wins it down. I think Nickel might have got it. Hits the deck. Player scrambling. It's picked up by Yarra Glen. No one can get it out. Now they do it through Nickel. Nickel gets a hurried right foot kick down towards centre half forward. No one can take the mark. Galetti's in there at the bottom of the pack. There's Sproul. Now it's picked up by Edwards. He gets a quick handball out to a teammate who's nabbed straight away. Good umpires called play on. And the ball does go over line and out of bounds. On the half-forward flank, Yarra Glen's attacking in. They could be running out of time. I'm pretty sure that's 3:10 to 6:7. Merv?
About 7 minutes to go, right?
7 minutes to go. Anyone's game, but Yarra Glen will have to pick it up. And there is a free kick for an infringement in the ruck duel. It's against the big fella in Fleming. Picked up by Nickel. He drives up to the full forward zone. Good defensive work from Seville. They get the ball, knock it down. Now it's picked up by Yarra Glen. Quick handball out. Well smothered by Seville. Hanson's up there. No one can get it. Murphy chases. Misses the tackle. Gets a kick out. Good play by Williams. Tries to dive on it. Here's Nelson. Nelson gets good hands. Over to Donkin. Donkin lines up the goal. And Donkin has put it through. And that's a good goal by Shane Donkin. Good handball from Nelson, the captain of Yarra Glen. And that puts Yarra Glen within reach now. It takes them to 4:10 to 6:5. And it's not over yet. We've still got about 5 minutes to go. Yarra Glen's still in there. There's Donkin there. Sanu's captain, well done. Good play by the half-back flanker. He come down the ground and has kicked the goal. Seville won't want it to sort of go too easy and try and defend it. They've got to attack as well. Tip it now. Anybody's game. Up they go now, Tippett. No one wins tack down. Nickel might have just got it. Hits the deck. There's Williams at the bottom of the deck with Ware and Lusk. And the umpire says, I will ball it up. You might have to keep an eye on those scores, Murphy. I don't think that scoreboard's working too good. Up they go now. Noah wins the tap out. Goes down to Ware. He can't control it. Seville Blow pushes it out the back of the pack. It's picked up by Nickel. Hurried right foot kick. But in the way is Seville. And I think that's Ramage. He kicks the ball up on the outer side wing now. Up they go. No one can mark the ball. Yes, they do. It's a Yarra Glen mark. And that'll be Nickel, I'd say. The big ruckman. Funny sort of a kick. This ball's getting heavy now. It's getting wet. Corcoran can't get it. Edwards over the top. Good hands. They get it out now. Seville. Cross over to Ware. Ware picks it up. Gives the handball back to Williams. Williams' kick is smothered. And the ball does go over the line and out of bounds. On the outer wing. Players are getting tired now. This is Doran. Noah wins a tap. Ball goes straight over the head. Picked up by Yarra Glen. They get it out. Only to see Seville in the way. Good handball. He gets a good kick back up to the half forward flank. Out in front is Philpott, who couldn't mark. Now it falls back down to Yarra Glen. They clear it down on the centre half forward position. But there's a good mark to White. White looks across. He finds his teammate in Briley. Briley sort of gets the ball. Goes to Murphy. Murphy gets a handball. And umpire said that is a throw. And Sibley asking who to give it back to. Now gives it back to Yarra Glen. This is 22, which is Leach. Leach drives down the forward line. No one can mark. Stacks on the mill. Umpire's found a push in the back and goes to White. Played a good game this bloke at backline move. White now looks across. Finds a teammate, but Taylor nearly chipped in for a brilliant mark. Could not grab it. Ball hits the deck. Now they're all stacks on the mill, trying to force it out towards the boundary line. But there's a Yarra Glen bloke held when he didn't have the ball. I mean, a Seville bloke. And that will go to number 21, which is Coombs. No, it's not Coombs. Ball's driven up. Ware couldn't take the mark. Ramage dives on it. Gets the handball out. And he goes as far as Nichols. Nichols kicks it across the ground. No one can pick it up. Now Ware says, I'll have it. He brilliantly picks it up and tries to get the kick at the same time. It's kicked off the ground there by Sibley. And again, no one can pick it up. Half forward flank in front of the Taj Mahal. It's picked up by Yarra Glen. They get it out of attack. This is Cantel. He gets the funny old handball. Hansen can't control it. Now it's picked up by Yarra Glen. They drive it down towards the wing position, but there's a good mark to number 17, which is Ian Philpott, who has played a good serviceable game today. Taking his time. Drives up the half-forward flank. Up they go. No one can mark the ball. Yarra Glen, they need to get the ball, but I'm pretty sure he kicked the ball the wrong way then. He did. I thought he did. I thought I'll see a thing through. And that ball's gone over the line and out of bounds.
I'm not sure what the logic was in that, Ray, but
they've got to do something now, Yarra Glen. They've got to fire this ball down on the attack. Give us a correct score, will you please, Murph?
6 goals, 7 to Seville, to 4 goals, 10 to Yarra Glen.
Well, they need a quick goal, Yarra Glen. No one can get it out. They're on the bottom of the deck. Good tackle by Seville. Didn't ride him in the ground. Turned him around and made him for the opposite way, which means that they no push in the back was paid. Up they go now. This is Hansen. Nickel, no one's a tap. Hansen goes in too hard and does push him in the back. Good hands now, get it away. Yarra Glen have to get this ball moving. Goes down towards Taylor. Murphy's right on his tail, but the ball will go over the line and out of bounds. It beats Murphy and Sibley over the line.
Only be a couple of minutes to go, Ray.
Couple of minutes to go, says my co-commentator. Ball's thrown in. Can Yarra Glen get there? Ball's down. He's caught with a ball. That is a good tackle. That's against Edwards. And we'll go to Williams, who I reckon has played a magnificent game. Williams drives it up to the forward pocket line. Up goes Gill, but he just taps it over and forces the ball over the line and out of bounds in their forward pocket. I think Seville got this game in hand now, Merv.
Yes, mate. I can't see Yarra Glen pegging them back now. Seville's doing too much at the right time of the day to get this game taken off them. Number 20 picks it up from Seville. Kicks it forward, Darren Sibley. See if they can get it through for any score at all here at the moment, although they hold a 1.5 goal break. But I think that's going to be more than enough under the conditions. The players going down there trying to pick the ball up, but once again, Seville attack through where up to Tony Bailey, where he tries to pick the ball up, can't do so. Gets cleared out by the defensive Yarra Glen. Looks like a bit of a push in the back there, not paid by the umpire. Number 17 comes in with Ian Philpott. Played a good game.
Umpire's played that, but didn't bring over the line, mate.
Yeah, something like that. Gives away a free kick anyway. Yarra Glen's last last chance into attack, I'd say. There's not much time to go now, but that has to be where, I would say. Over there, by the looks of it, you'd have to put him best on the ground just about right in the last game.
Played a top game, Wayne Ware.
Got the mark and a 50-metre free kick as well, 50-metre penalty as well. So Wayne Ware, best and fairest for the reserves in second division this year in the Yarra Valley, about to kick what may be the ceiling score in this reserve grade grand final. In he comes.
Nice kick.
Not a bad sort of kick either. There you go. That's a good way to finish your career, Wayne. Well done.
Yeah, well deserved, Wayne Ware. Well done, mate.
Good goal to Wayne Ware. And I think the Seville side senses down.
Well, have a look at the way the players are congratulating Wayne Ware, mate. They know it's his last game. He's brought them up. They've only had one loss for the year. They've nearly won the championship as well as the premiership. And it's a credit to Wayne Ware. He's done a terrific job down there with Seville. And all congratulations to him.
Have to be just about the best on the ground, Wayne Ware. Up they go for what would have to be one of the last ruck duels in this contest. This game will be a ball up.
And who's on the bottom of the pack? One guess. Wayne Ware.
I was going to say you could have 10 guesses, mate.
Yeah.
You'd be right every time, couldn't you?
And that's what he's done all day, hasn't he, mate?
Anyway, up goes the ball again. Bob Blythe throws it into the air. Gets knocked down by Seville, 51. Skirting there, it can only, Barry Young can only put it out to the wing area where it's contested again. One Yarra Glen, one Seville player. As the smoke comes across from the canteen. It's not fog, it's just the smoke from the canteen.
Oh, we're getting closed in.
They fired up the pot belly in the canteen. The ladies are a little bit cold. That's what the interference is across your screen there. Anyway, still Yarra Glen go forward, but all to no avail now. Seville have got this game in the bag, and again they defend. Well, their mark taken there by the Yarra Glen player. Can't quite hold in the slippery conditions. It goes out of bound on the far side.
What are those scores, Bob? Sorry.
6 goals, 7. Oh, sorry, 7 goals, 7 now it is.
7-7 to
4-10.
4-10. So they've caught up the 2 points.
Yes. Down it goes again, onto the wing area, playing out the last seconds of this game. No one can make any headroad into the attacking area. It goes out of bounds for the umpteenth time today. On the far wing. It's thrown in yet again. A lot of throw-ins, a lot of ball-ups all day. Moving into there as a Seville player. Manages to flick it out very well to his teammate. And gets kicked up forward. I think that's Williams again. Has played a very good game. Round onto the left foot. It's going to hit the ground and run. Moving into it here is Doug Cameron, I think this is. He's playing in defence there for Yarra Glen. But was given one over the shoulder. No, it must have been a player putting on the shepherd. Was given one over the shoulder. So umpire Tippett's picked out a free kick to Yarra Glen. Kicks it now. Up only as far as Gill, who couldn't take the mark. Down the ground it goes, calling for it out here is player number 20. Darren Sibley can't take control of it. The Yarra Glen player kicks it around. Oh, they're all dirty and muddy. There's Wayne Ware covering a lot of ground again. Kicks it out into the middle of the ground there, where it's being hotly contested. It is a Seville player that picks it up. Can't pick out numbers, very hard under these conditions, but that's Cameron. Been good in defence all day, sees the player running down, good running play, been negated by these conditions though. As 28, Bruce Candle, kicks it out to the wing area. It's stolen off him though by Ramage. Ramage, a quick hand pass out to the side there. Player number 52 takes a very good mark and a bit of attention afterwards as well. I think he staged a little bit of it, but Rob Sibbing takes a good mark, gets put to the ground as he marks it. goes for the big long kick, but only manages to put it over the boundary line and out of bounds in the right forward pocket for Seville in the dying moments of this game.
Well, there she goes, mate, and congratulations to Seville Football Club for the reserves grand final in second division, and all congratulations must go to Wayne Ware on a magnificent game today by Wayne Ware. For his last game, he said he has retired, and great game by Yarra Glen, mate. They did play very well. They put it up to them today. Commiserations to them.
I don't know that Yarra Glen were ever going to win today, Ray. They didn't look like a winning team, even on paper, and Seville certainly had their measure right from the word go, and with good players such as Wayne Ware, David Ramage, number 10, Gill, Darren Williams played a great game, Darren White, and Ryan Coombs in attack before he was taken off halfway.
Well, look at that. They got Wayne Ware up on the shoulders, mate. Got the champagne out. He's let that rip. Congratulations to him. I was down there with Wayne at Healesville there for a while, and he's a top bloke, good footballer. Gives all, mate. He gives his all. Anyway, the final scores were, I think, 7-7 to 4-10. Is that correct?
That's right, Ray. Yeah.
To Seville. And my best players for Seville, I thought Wayne Ware played an excellent game. David Ramage played a good game. Glenn Allen in defence. Corcoran played a top game in defence, number 16. Phil Poll, I thought, played well across the centre. Darren White, 31, the centre half-back. Top game there. Jason Brilli, I thought, played well at half-back flank. And 37, Darren Williams, I thought, played a good game.
Yes.
For Yarra Glen, I thought Moore played well at full-back. Lusk, Donkin, Nelson all tried hard, Shane Nichols, and the young kid Edwards, I thought, played reasonably well when he came on.
Did some intelligent things. I think both sides, in the slog, the two things that stood out was the two captains. Brett Nelson led by example. Brett Nelson led by example for the Yarra Glen team, and Wayne Ware in what I would consider to be a best on ground performance, did the same across the centre.
I would I'll put it this way, mate, if I was umpiring the game, I know I'd give my 3 votes too, and congratulations to Wayne. I thought he's played a really good game. He played a good captain's game, showed him always led by example on the bottom of the pack, and congratulations to him and the Seville Football Club for the 1992 Second Division Reserves Grand Final. Wayne Ware on 15 for Seville. Fletcher Briggs was 16, leading Wayne Ware with 15. 18 is the Powelltown Seville game with 1 vote for Seville. D. White. 2 vote Powelltown. B. Garthwaite. And 3 votes Seville, Wayne Ware. The captain coach of the Seville Reserve side, going to the grand final, Wayne Ware. He's been a great footballer right around the valley of the Hills. He's been a great coach for the lads and got them up, Wayne Ware. Well done, Gary. All he wants to do now is win 1 more game for the season.
Just a couple of things. I've been runner-up 4 times, 5th time lucky, obviously. These can't be done without the team. It's an individual award, and I'm really pleased, but it's the team that really counts. And Saturday is the thing that's really going to count for us, and that's what means more to